Here we go, Thursday afternoon. About to get in here, got the car down on the ground. About to get in the trunk, start getting it vacuumed out, then I'll go into the back seat, get that vacuumed out. We're gonna get up under the dash, change the P.A.T.S module and the ignition. Put the back seats in. Man, we're getting close. Let's just get that stuff done, get going, and then we'll get to the next stuff. Man, whatever. Right, so I got the trunk vacuumed out pretty well. So I left that piece of probably go in here with a bit of cleaner and some towels and wipe this all out. That way it's extra clean. Let's see. And then same thing in here. Just forgot the whole pan area. Rear seat pan, is that what this area is called? Vacuumed out. Again, I'll probably just go in and wipe that out with some sort of cleaner. And get the rear seats clean and put them in. Where I got the seats wiped down and the lowers. Let's get in here and take a look. Got the door panels, pretty much all the interior wiped out. I'm putting my seat belts in, the rear seat belts in, and all my seats and rear interior paneling. But take a look. Always love a nice clean black leather interior. Well, definitely just had my camera set up while I was putting that back seat in and none of it was recording. So sorry about that, but the upper back seat is in. I'll try to do better on the lower. Alright, so we're getting up under the dash to start changing this P.A.T.S module in the ignition. But I have an idea. I don't know if I want to tell everybody this. I got an easier way to do this. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to tell you for security. Yeah. Alright, so I had a little bit of complications with my P.A.T.S module. This little sub harness, the P.A.T.S harness, I've already taken the other one out of here. Anyway, the plugs from my 04GT compared to the 03 Cobra, this plug is different down here on this P.A.T.S module. Okay, the wires are the same color, same pin out up here. So I've taken my Cobra P.A.T.S module, got it plugged in to the GT harness, and I'll have that tucked up out of the way somewhere, and I'll just have to put the key, the Cobra key, by it. When, you know, that's how that system works. A little chip in the key for when you insert your key into the ignition. It picks it up in the P.A.T.S module. I got done looking at the wiring on the back of the gauge cluster. That's all the same as the wiring coming off of the Cobra harness. Okay, so basically I'm trying to use the GT harness under the dash and not have to change all that. Hopefully I've got it sorted out with the P.A.T.S, and all this stuff will just be the same. Hopefully the signal that I get from that plugs to my Cobra gauges are the same. I'm curious that, you know, if the boost gauge gonna work. Basically, that's my only concern. So I don't know. Does anybody know if I have to change this whole harness that goes under the dash? Does that have to be swapped? Alright guys, so a little hiccup, not really a hiccup, just speed bump. As you think things are going well, you know, you hit a little speed bump. I'm about to change this whole harness right here, this fuse box and everything, because this little guy right here, this 10 amp fuse, is the heat exchanger blower pump fuse. Okay, I found my relay control box and it's got it plugged in. However, there's no fuse in the GT fuse box for that, and since the GT has the alternator harness, this lower harness, it's all integrated into this harness here with this, whereas the Cobra 0304 Cobra has a separate battery connections, okay, and then alternator connections, different plugs, right? So, well, I mean, same plugs, it's just a standalone sub harness or lower harness, we'll call it. So I got to get in here, disconnect this lower harness and unbolt it off of these. So what they did is went ahead and just bolted the stock GT stuff up to the 4-valve Termi. Anyway, so we got the car back in the hole, about to jack it up and get the wheels off and start pulling that harness out. I'm gonna have to pull the radiator and all that stuff back off to get that harness because it runs under the force pull right here. guys tell me if I have to change this harness or not under the dash fuse box harness. I mean, I'm sure if you already know the answer to this, you don't need me to tell you what this is. Do I need to change this harness? I've already solved my P.A.T.S problem, I believe. Anyway, I've got the P.A.T.S module plugged in under that dash with the key from the Cobra, as well as the P.A.T.S module from the Cobra steering column. I don't know if anything else is different. The pinouts and colors of the wire look to be the same as for the gauge cluster, from the GT to the Cobra. It's a 03 Cobra swap. It's a 04 40th anniversary GT car. Any help would be appreciated. Thank you.